All I can do is try again. Sorry, guys. Hopefully this is better. I'm now using my hot. Or else I'm gonna be running back up the hill. Are we live? Y'all probably don't even know that the other streaming. Oh, there's 3 people. Yeah, I had to. The other one kicked me completely out. Hola again. Yes, Brenda, I'm trying. Y'all know people having this much problem with buffering internets and stuff? This is just ridiculous. I have Wi-Fi in my truck that doesn't want to work. I've got Wi-Fi at the track that doesn't want to work. I got a hotspot on my phone that doesn't want to work. I mean, I just don't get it. Um, are you at the Hagerstown? Yes, Julie Jordan. I'm over at the track. Hello, welcome. I know. Oh, no, not yet. I might have to before the night's up. Go find my hotspot, right? Literally. We were all chatting away, just waiting. That's what I said. No, it shut me completely down. It didn't even give me a warning. It didn't tell me to hit exit, and then it just shut completely down. It was gone. And I was like, well, hold on, guys. I don't know what else to say. So I hurried up and put in the hotspot, got it back online. It's running like 25, 30 seconds. I'm like, are you all still over there chatting in the other stream? I'm sorry, but that was dead. But hello, I'm here now. Uh, how's it going over there? Any new truckers show up? No, Julie, we've asked people not to show until we can get our new location. Um, the track owner here chooses to, or has told us that they would prefer no new people show up because they're not trying to have a campsite during their track season, their racing season. I try, Ray J. I try. Hey, Narnian Railway, how you doing? Sandy V, Kudus, Tara G, Brenda Street, Shelly. All you guys. Oh, Shelly's here. Shelly made it. Hi, Shelly. Well, look who it is, right, Brenda? That's what I said whenever I saw her. Just kidding, Shelly. Shelly's always on my stream. So it is better. Well, thanks for letting me know, Jack Thompson. I was a bit curious, but at the same time, it seemed as though it were running better than previously. So I was making an assumption. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm covering you guys up in the with the notepad. My notepad. I thought they had a new site too. Go. What happened? That said. Uh, there's a lot of logistical things that we have to take into consideration whenever we choose sites or whenever sites are offered to us. One of them being the accessibility for large vehicles. That's very important. That's like number one important. The second one is just exactly how many of these large vehicles can you fit on the property. That's another large logistical thing that they have to overcome. So if you have 10 acres and you can put, I don't know, 18 vehicles in it, it's really not worth it. Of course, it would be more than that. I was just being facetious with the numbers or being small with the numbers. But yeah, so they're having to take they're having to take in all different reasons for doing or for getting a space due to travel trailers, tractor trailers with trailers, or tractors and trailers, not just bobtails. And so, yeah, there's a whole bunch. Then, we'd have to have a kitchen location, whether it be our outdoor kitchen like we have here, or whether they would have amenities, kitchen amenities there on site that would be accessible for us. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that they have to take into consideration and choose the best. Uh, choose the best site for what we have going on. This was like the perfect location for us, though it is a ways away from DC, but it gave us more time to be on the road as a convoy, and the public would have an opportunity to see it. The bridges were always filled, the overpasses. Yeah, right. That would be the perfect spot on the White House lawn, on the mall. What they call it, the looking pond, something like that. I'm watching with no sound. I'm trying to put the baby to sleep. Oh, am I being too loud? Uh, who said that? Oh, it's Shelly. Trying to put the babies to sleep. What, the donkeys? Matt's mom. Uh, apology accepted. Sounds like there won't be another site. Yes, there is. Hey, Luciano, do you not have faith? You do know who God is, right? God's got this. Matter of fact, I got something in my phone to read about that. Frankie, Bobby, can I be a mod for you? Uh, you girls aren't gonna go like old psycho bananas on us, are you? All you ladies. I mean, boo, wake up, donkeys. So I guess they will all have to go home after 4/7 if they don't find his place. There's a possibility that people will be put in hotels and stuff like that because they're really pushing to have this place turned over or have this place ready by 4/7. Of course, I'm about an hour down the road, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But hey, what's that wrench? Buffalo Wifey 11. How'd you get a wrench? Did one of you guys give it to her? Susan, Java Lily, Ashley, Gary, Wasu, Freebird. Is that Ruth there? Or were you just watching her video? She's not here yet. I was just watching her video. They're on their way back from Tennessee. Her and Tabitha, and they're gonna run home, spend a little bit of time with family. Then they're planning on coming back to Hagerstown or wherever the new location will be, depending upon how many days they decide to spend with their family, friends, and family. They said that I think they said something about they might know some people around here where they can hang out with or something like that, or maybe they're going to go up there and hang out with friends in Pennsylvania in their state, which is only a hop, skip, and a jump away. So I think they said they're like, I think somebody told me they're like an hour away from here too, but they're from the north, I'm from the south. So yeah, because I'm a southerner. The convoy can go stay at your place. My place, Matt's mom? I don't have a place. Not big enough for the convoy. That's for sure. I don't know if you could get a tractor trailer back there. I think that would be a little bit difficult because of the length of the trailer. I mean, a 60-foot trailer, 54-foot trailer is nothing to shake a stick at. And if you get a nice big sleeper with an extended tail, they can extend a long ways. So, what I was just saying, let's see if I can find that uh, thing that I read. Oh, here's something interesting. Canada says its oil could replace U.S. imports of Russian crude. All it would take is the approval of the Keystone XL pipeline. Canada says its oil could replace U.S. imports of Russian crude. All it would take is approval of the Keystone. Canada's oil could replace American imports of Russian crude. Top officials of the oil-producing province Alberta said this weekend. Uh, I believe that was yesterday. Biden is banning buying oil from one evil autocrat, only to buy it from two others. This is from Mike Pompeo. He should immediately reverse his ban on new oil and gas leases and restart the Keystone pipeline. I think a lot of Americans wish that he would restart that pipeline, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, what's up with Peppermint Patty? Anybody heard anything new on her front as far as going to the MSDNC? I haven't heard anything more today. I just read that earlier when we were chatting and brought it to everybody's attention, or at least said it out loud, so that those that didn't know in the back row could hear. I believe that's just MBN. Hello, welcome. I don't know what the little insignia is in front of the MBN, but hello and welcome. How are you doing? Can't say I've seen you here before, so welcome. Is Samsung Galaxy Note 20? Is what? I don't know what you're asking. Excuse me. There's some guys out here banging on some drums. So yeah, it sounds like everybody is wanting the Keystone pipeline to open back up so that we can get out of this mess that we're in with the oil. And I saw somewhere where Putin said that y'all need to be very afraid because oil is going to go up to like $300 a barrel. Could y'all imagine $300 a barrel? What kind of how expensive gas would be? Because right now, I don't know where it's at. Does anybody know off the top of their head? Like car speed 150 kilometers. I don't know. I guess that would be 60, 30, 90, about 90 mile an hour, right? What, Tara? PPC, what's that? Did I miss something? I think I've seen those letters before. MBN, do you need to hide the like button? Preliminary findings suggest that XE may be about 10% more transmissible than BA2, which is considered 50 to 60 more transmissible than its Omicron predecessor, according to Fauci. Who cares what Fauci has to say? Fauci is full of crap. I'm tired of listening to him running his mouth. It's almost as if he doesn't even know what he's saying anymore. Yeah, Chucky Bride is going to MSDNC. She goes from one line regime over to another line regime. She'll fit right in like a glove. Trudeau needs to go. No kidding. As well as this puppet in the White House, supposedly in the White House. Brandon is going to deplete emergency reserve on purpose, in my opinion. Anyone agree? Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Just the same thing that the bummer did. I mean, he's following in his footsteps. He may as well do exactly what Bummer did, trying to tear down the economy of the United States. They're one and the same. We need a whole new system, complete. I mean, like completely not revamped per se, but we miss Charles in the U.S. My day was actually beautiful. I mean, the weather was beautiful. I was down to a t-shirt. Of course, I got on a long sleeve now, but I was down to a t-shirt, and it was nice and warm. I enjoyed the day. It was very relaxing to just kind of hang out and not really do much after I got off the live stream. And talked to a few people. A few people came to my vehicle when I was sitting in here, and they came talking with me. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been a beautiful day. The sun's been shining all day. Uh, near a cloud in the sky. Someone calling themselves the real. Okay. Been talking on lives all day, saying Russia shut off oil and gas to Europe today. False. There's all kinds of shaky propaganda out there. But you too, her spot. Are you still talking to me, Buffalo? Good to see you here. Glad you're here. Be back, Frankie. Love you. Oh, okay, Tara. Sorry I missed that a minute ago. China started locking down. These, man, and I'm sure everybody here in the United States is just going to follow suit, like as if, okay, whatever. We'll do what we're told to do, just like we did last time. Uh, yeah, uh, that's not happening, at least not with this Mexican. Did I say that out loud? Yeah. Oh, well. Anyone here, the water's telling the homeless people to just go home? what, a, what an evil, crooked old woman. That woman's got to go. There's a whole lot of them got to go. Oh, did anybody hear McConnell talking about we need to send the Ukrainians $14 billion for what's going on in their country right now because of Putin? Blah 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 blah. They didn't even want to fund a $4 billion border wall, but they want to send 14 billion to cover the border for Ukraine. I don't see how people don't see these ironies that continue to occur. It's like, man, are you really that? Oh, there is one particular one I want to read you. I remember which one it is now. I'll find it in just a second. What a shame, too. It is such a shame what was read today. What I read today. I was almost flabbergasted. Yeah, here it is. Let me sit down my cigar lighter so that I can read it because I can't read it. Okay, this is Dean Klaus, Free America Fight. You know what's absolutely ridiculous? That it has taken, of all things, gas prices to wake a lot of people up. Pedophilia hasn't done it. Biden laptops proving corruption didn't do it. Democrats instigating attacks on conservatives or anyone they don't agree with didn't do it. Biden leaving the thousands of Americans in Taliban controlled Afghanistan didn't do it. Nor did Hillary Clinton leaving Americans to die in Benghazi. Hillary's illegal and fake Steele dossier used to gain FISA warrants to spy on another candidate's campaign didn't do it. Big Tech and MSN censorship of anyone questioning their narrative didn't do it. 2 years of COVID with ever changing advice, anti science measures that have been proven so by thousands of upright doctors and scientists didn't do it. Fauci's email showing he lied to us about the origins of C-19 and that he knew masks were ineffective didn't do it. Two bogus impeachments based on proven lies about Trump didn't do it. Multiple state legislative hearings documented hundreds of thousands of fraudulent votes in 2020 didn't do it. Full denial of thousands upon thousands of military religious exemptions for vaccine mandates didn't do it. Months of encouraging mostly peaceful protests, quote unquote, that destroyed cities and livelihoods of many Americans didn't do it. Gas prices is what it has taken to wake a lot of people up. The absurdity of that in the face of all the other unbelievable atrocities these evil people have been shown to be doing cannot be overstated. But man, that's like a whole mouthful of things people didn't want to believe. People, still asleep, still asleep, still asleep. And then their gas prices go up, and all of a sudden everybody's like, uh oh, what's going on? Is that something special? Cool. Biden turtle. Brandon and Turtle are anti-energy. Gotta go. Okay, Bree. Thanks for being here. All worn out. Fundamental change. Actually, it's not fundamental change. It's propaganda, in my opinion. Why don't electric vehicles have alternators? So that they can make you go and charge them up and pay for it? Chris B, hello. Haven't seen you here in a minute. So let's see if I have this right. We paid to fill the strategic reserve. They're going to drain it and make us pay for it again. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's the way it always works. They've been doing it to us for years. People are just now starting to realize it. I've known this. I've heard about it for many years. Uh, that's why they were depleted during the Bummers run, and Trump filled them all back up just so they can go and deplete them again. Y'all understand how that's working now, right? Is that something special? Cool. Sorry, guys, my chat ran. Hey, Indatus, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thanks for coming to the channel and saying hi. Appreciate it. Gary is, yeah, I was curious about that myself, Shelly, about Gary. I hope that everything's okay with him. My best guess is that it is. I hope he's having a wonderful time over there with his brother. It's going to be cool that he said that he was going to show his brother my live stream from earlier today or yesterday or, yeah, whenever it was that we were talking about it. That kind of made me feel good. Congress continually fails to pass annual appropriation bills by the start of fiscal year per Constitution. Not only incompetent, but seditious conspiracy. Yes, Narnian Railway. Very true in that statement. Uh, very, very truthful. We at war, yes, and not fighting back, yes. Well, somebody's finally starting to get legs underneath them so they can start fighting back. That's why I'm here. 99% of them are out of touch. People are bottom of the list. Uh, I can read that probably exactly the way you meant it. So yeah, that's I would have to agree with that, Ray J. Radical California Dems push bill that make it legal for moms to kill their babies after birth up to seven. Are you kidding me? Up to 7 months? Holy crap! I guess that's Bill 2223. They're going to vote on it on Tuesday. That is incredible. Man. Also, a lot of the things that I've been saying to you guys was a lot of what I was listening to LT, and he was saying pretty much the exact same things. Kind of surprised me, but at the same time made me feel good knowing that he and I have similar thought processes. Mad Max is crazy. She told the homeless to go home. They said, "We have no home." What an idiot! That woman, I tell you. Sorry, I didn't mean to call her name, but yeah, sometimes you just got to put the shoe on. You know what I mean? Obama ran on fundamental change of America. Yeah, it was the change that nobody wanted. Uh, his change was not fundamental. It was predetermined. It was provoked. I lost a good friendship over what you just said. Lost a friend over propaganda. Sad, but she had to go. Was too abrasive. That's the way it is, Uncle Deuce. I mean, we have to pick our battles, in my opinion. And this is a battle. This is a hill I'm willing to die on at this point. Nothing's going to be able to continue. Nothing's going to be able to keep me from doing what I'm doing. Jab, not the V. Beware of your words. Yeah, I know. Every once in a while it comes out, and I mean, we can only be as cautious as our minds are willing to run along with everything that we say. I try to stay away from those words, Buffalo Wifey. So yeah, uh, most often I try to pay attention anyway. I'm not monetized right now. Hopefully I don't get a strike. Hey Jeannie, how you doing? Good to see you. How's the weather down your way? Is it hotter down there than it is up here? And my temperature, my truck hasn't changed all day long. 38 degrees. It still reads 38 degrees. Yeah, Uncle Dis in data says Michael. The bummer ran on fundamental change of America. This is it. Yeah, it was disturbed for 4 years while Trump was in office, and now they jumped in with both feet into this fire this time. They're all going to hang. Hopefully by the men by their testicles and the women by whatever hurts. Is putting 20% more gas through Ukraine than before war to EU. Prices were rising before that even happened. Yeah, I heard that. Uh, I don't remember where I read that or heard it, but yeah, I've heard of that. Due to climate change, the wardrobe door is stuck, so now I have to dig my own underground station. For the Narnian Railway? Oh, the wardrobe. Okay, I get what you're saying. I remember the wardrobe uh, door. Yeah, Jeannie's here. I'm Brenda. You everywhere, my dude. Uncle Deuce. Well, what else could she do? Open her mouth and insert foot. She does that best. She does that best. Or do that. 7 days. The chat just ran again. 50s. Yeah, that's definitely warmer than up here, I think. I don't know. I think we're in our 40s right now. So I'm guessing you're on the southern end. I was just thinking the same thing. Am I buffering again? Hey, M. Whalen, how you doing? I haven't seen you here in a minute. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. And have a good night at work. Careful. Be safe. Don't do anything I would do. Pennsylvania is in the high 30s. I'm close, but not there. Germany already paying Russia for gas into unsanctioned Russian bank. Bank pays Russia in rubles. Yeah, I'm hearing there's all kinds of shenanigans going on up there. A lot of those that were supposed to be sanctioning and/or cutting off uh, Russia are saying, no, we're not doing that. That's where we get all of our fuel. That's where we get a lot of our food, wheats, grains, things like that. Yeah, they're not going to cut them off. That just, that's like cutting off your nose in spite of your face. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And those countries aren't going to follow just because this regime says we're doing it, so y'all have to. The other one's going to be like, yeah, screw you, Biden and your regime. We're not playing that game. I keep hearing my name. This is either good or bad. Looking at exit. You're all right in Datus. Nothing but a thing, dude. Again, good to see you here. I run two phones when I'm not working. When Ottawa happened, I ran four. Wow. Just so that you can catch everything that was going on, I'm assuming, right, Uncle Deuce? Mussolini style hanging, no quarter. They all need to hang from the largest tree and the shortest rope, in my opinion. Family council, 7 months, link in my cab. That is insane, all worn out. That hurts just hearing or reading that. I can, man, actually looking at it in the face, like, man. And we were talking the other day about how California is like a petri dish where things that transpire in California have a tendency to flow out into the rest of the United States, the lower 48, at least, especially in the blue states. I was making that comment to y'all the other day. I don't remember when, but the other day. That's the exact same thing that LT says in that video that I was watching today. I was like, man, either I'm repeating him or he's repeating me. And last time, well, I don't know when this video came out, so I don't know when I hadn't heard it till today. So it came out of my head, and I know I said it out loud to you guys, and here they are repeating the things that I say, kind of like Brian did the other day about reaching people. And here I am still just hoping for one person to hear and to follow or begin to follow Christ like we're supposed to, in my opinion. 40 in Ottawa. It's like that here. It's 48. And you're what? 10 hours north of me? 8 hours north of me? Eight and a half, something like that. Maryland in the high 30s. It was a weak moment. Uh, I think we're only supposed to get down to like 40 tonight or something. 43. I think is what I read. And we're 48 right now. Yeah, we have a low of 43. It says we had a high of 55, but I think it was closer to 70. I may be wrong. I might get in trouble over that. Shoot, you have summer weather up there right now, Matt's mom. 41 in Boston? Yeah. Or in Mass, anyway. Yeah, you guys are living it high up there today. Nice and warm. Danny has diesel. Here we go with the Danny has diesel again. Hi, Cheryl S. How you doing? My new job is pretty cool. Really, I'm buffering. It doesn't show. My new job is pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. I will continue to enjoy it. Kind of takes me back to my old days, like back when I was 30, maybe even younger, because I started my own crew at 26. Do you read the chat you missed after the live stream? No, I do not. Quiet Country. But welcome. I haven't seen you here before either. Welcome to my channel. I don't go back and read the chats after live stream. I try to keep up with them as we go. Every once in a while, I might lose one or two, but the majority of them I think I hit, don't I, guys? Uh, I've only been doing this for, I guess today makes day 9? No, 10. Yeah, today makes day 10. Wait, Thursday was 7. So Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so it's day 9 for me doing this live stream. Looking at some of the other people, and my channel did actually blow up pretty quickly. Just playing with Uncle Deuce. Yeah, I understand. We're all kids at heart. Brian Brossi is talking live to a group in Australia at the moment. If y'all interested. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of phone calls from around the world. Uh, it's very cool to hear that those things are happening. 68 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I would have thought y'all would have been a little bit warmer. Bet I was riding with the trucker's G. How can we protect our money? Uh, put it in precious metals. That would be my that would be my avenue if I was looking to protect my money. Loss of petrodollar will destroy us. Our dollar will be worthless. Biden sanctions are destroying U.S., not Russia. That is true. All worn out. I have a tendency to totally agree with that. Uh, wow, that was quick. Had the time of his life tonight. Wig did. Dude is going to smile for a lifetime. I don't know what he got himself involved in, but good on him. Uh, he wears a lot very well. 8 hours plus 4 hours detention at border. LOL, too soon. maybe, maybe too soon. Actually, I thought it was 6 hours at the border, but I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. Oh, you got to see it, Buffalo. So was it interesting? Brian talking with the Australians. Shady stuff was my AB 2223. There's that billion. Decriminalize killing newborns days or even weeks after birth. Yeah, somebody said it had something to do with like up to 7 months. That's insane. I don't think there is a parent alive that can make that happen or that can do that to their own child. Hey, Cabeza Black, good to see you here again. Haven't seen you in a few chats now, but welcome. Thank you for coming back. And I appreciate all you people being here. 4 hours east, 4 hours behind. Mess with my clock. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. We'll watch Wiswig and Sasnak after this. Well, thank you for after this. I appreciate that, Uncle Deuce. Look up CNN food updates daily. Are they doing daily updates on food now? I watch Just Lurk a lot. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for returning. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for watching. Danny Needs is a Canadian thing from Charlotte, aka Zot, Mr. Sweetface. Uh, let's see. Okay, I'm back. Time to stop talking smack about me. I have volume now, too. Oh, you got the kitties to bed? And Dennis will watch what's wig. It says, okay, you already read that. Uh, yeah, you're good. And also at filtering the riffraff pointing at you, Brenda Howe. Thank you, Ebri. I appreciate that. I do not have Facebook to see Brian's chats. I tune in here to get the news. I think a lot of us just pay attention to this nowadays instead of watching the riffraff. Hey, John Roll, did you watch the races? No, I didn't. I got to listen to them. They're very loud. Uh, really wasn't interested in doing much, a whole lot of anything today. Chilling, relaxing, preparing for a work week ahead because I'm probably going to be, uh, I might be working longer hours. I don't know. Depends on how this building starts coming together. We've got a lot of problems in the building. Uh, and it's unfortunate because the building's been there for a minute and I'm just now pointing them out to everybody because nobody else is saying anything about it. So yeah, I'm doing my job, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Nobody is answering Brendan calls for oil. Iran, no. Saudi Arabia, no. Venezuela, no. We have nowhere to buy from. That's why he's tapping the oil reserves and yet not willing to start the XL pipeline back up. The dude's an idiot. It's just plain and simple. Uh, M. Whalen, it's 54 in mid Missouri. Missouri. Uh, I stayed somewhere close to Jefferson City. Well, we went up somewhere near Jefferson City at one point for Thanksgiving. What was that year? 77? No, 76. Thanksgiving of 76, we spent near Jefferson City, Missouri. And we were walking down. I think the family that we went up to spend some time with had like 25 acres. Yeah, no, it was more than that. More like 250 acres, maybe. I was thinking 2,500, but that just sounded extreme to me. But it may have been. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 250. But they had a creek that ran through their property. And we went down there. And the many times that the family had been down there, never once had they noticed what I saw immediately whenever I got there. It's this old jug, like an old wine jug. The top part of it was just barely sticking out of above the water line, out of the dirt. And I saw it and I ran over and I pulled it out of the ground. And the whole bottom side of it is still that uh, toasty brown color uh, that the bottles back in the old days had. I don't know how old the bottle is, but I found it, was able to keep it. Well, someone in my family had managed to get their hands on it while I was in the service, and I lost it for many years. And I was over at my uncle's house down in South Texas one day, and it was sitting on the rack in the backyard, and I saw it, and I was like, "That's my bottle," and they were like, "No, it's not." And I was like, "Yes, it is. I know it from everywhere." And sure enough, I had written on there the year 1976 on the side of the bottle. Fortunately, it was very well faded because I'm kind of glad that it faded out. I'll leave it out in the sun so that it will continue to fade. Uh, because I think that bottle maybe one day might be worth something because it is very old. I know that. You can tell that it was made as a piece of pottery. It's imperfect. It's not like perfect uh, at all. So yeah, it's definitely an older bottle. I'll have to get it dated one time. So Frank, little late to this fireside chat. How's MDDC protest convoy? We're still here, Mike. We're still here. Our numbers have depleted dramatically, but that's because the majority of everybody went to are on their way back across the United States with the convoy. Uh, but we still have boots on the ground here. We're still making laps around the Beltway. Well, actually, everybody went into DC today with their flags and whatnot. Try to spark more awareness that we haven't gone anywhere. That we're still here. Our numbers may have dwindled, but we are still here and we're not going anywhere. I like silver over gold, but Putin is banking on gold. Uh, Uncle Deuce, if I had to say it out loud, I think the world is banking on gold because it is the finer precious metal right now. But there are a lot of people talking about silver and how silver prices are going to explode. And they weren't quite certain, at least what I hear, not quite certain whether or not silver would explode and be greater than gold because gold has been the uh, number one precious metal for years. And they don't think that silver can overtake gold. Uh, that's just what I'm reading. That's just what I'm hearing. Uh, I'm hearing nickel is starting to pick up in pricing as well, all worn out. Again, I don't know that it would be. I don't know that either of those precious metals would be better than gold, but you also have to remember they're cheaper, and precious gold is pretty high. Is pretty high right now. But I've also heard that they're expecting gold to go up to like $5,000 an ounce. Could y'all imagine? I mean, that would be insane because right now, just hitting $2,000 an ounce is incredible. You can only imagine what it would be like at $5,000 an ounce. I used to have several gold coins, lost them throughout the years, or my children have them, or somebody, but I no longer have them in my possession. Unfortunately, but it is, that's the way things are. Guys, I like happy people if you didn't catch on. Yes, we're all happy over here, Mike. We're all happy over here. I'm 2 hours from Jeff City down by the lake. I still don't know where that's at. Hey, Beth, how you doing? Where's the building, Frankie? What building are we talking about, John Roll? Yes, Brenda, silver is underpriced against gold, and it's easier to trade for bread but gold. Oh, easier to trade silver for bread but gold. The amount to trade for a loaf of bread is too small to actually trade. Yes, there are different ways of looking at uh, things, but if anything, we're going to wind up in the barter system more than anything. It's not going to be about having money, I don't think. That's my personal opinion. I honestly believe that we're going to go back to the barter system. The barter system worked very well back in the old days when there was no money to be had. Uh, Necessarily, people were not going hungry because they always had something to barter with. So, I mean, when and if the time comes, we'll know. Hey, Bobby America, how you doing? Uh, just hanging out. Decided to go ahead and throw down on a live stream this evening, just to say hi and to talk about some of the things that I was reading and or listening today. So yeah, Russia supplies nickel to the U.S. also. Really, I don't doubt that. Was there a meeting in Hagerstown tonight? No, dinner was so late. Actually, the to be honest, I don't think I've seen uh, any of our leaders return as of yet. out of the four that we have here, let's see. I'm trying to think if I saw them at dinner the night. No, I don't recall seeing any of them. And they're, I think we all assumed they would be back tonight, but I don't know. Maybe they decided to go out and have a drink on town. I don't know. I miss Convoy's pulling into pit stop tonight. Good reception. Where are you at, Ray J? You over there in Arkansas? 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 Oh, no. Yeah, they were going to Arkansas. So, Frank, yeah, we're still here, Mike. We're not going anywhere. I will be returning back to home tomorrow so that I can go to work on Monday. But I'll be back on Friday. I told you guys I'll be out here minimum 48 hours every weekend to the best of my ability, as I can continue to come out here and support these guys. Sasnak has a race from the AK track, Arkansas track, live streaming right now. Oh, cool. That's good. You are reading chats in delay. Love you for that. Chris Wissywig got backstage and on stage pass to cover a Speedway race event, and he was so a kid in the candy store happy. Well, good for him. I'm glad that that made it his night. Uh, Chris deserves that. He's been hard at work. He's forever running up and down the convoys as we're heading into town and stuff like that. And yeah, I could tell that he was working hard at what he was doing. He's still alive now, still. And I watched his earlier video about Hagerstown he posted. Stopping in and like, say howdy, much love all. Thank you, Plays in the Dirt. I know I've seen you here before, and thank you for coming back. Sam, hi. I know he called someone out. Did I? Are you talking about me? I haven't seen Sam and haven't seen any of Sam's comments. Yeah, like still, I'm way up in the gun. Okay, there's one. Saw Brian's video. Interesting, shady stuff was my opinion too. Okay, that's what y'all were talking about. Let's see if I can get back to where I was. Wow. Uh, it's okay. I'm part of the RAF crew, RAF crew. He's still alive now. Stopping to like say hi. Uh, what? Remember when they made owning gold illegal? They even emptied bank safe deposit boxes. Yeah, that's been a minute that occurred. All worn out. I remember reading that. Silver is underpriced against gold. Yeah. Where's the building? Either Frank from Beth, 2 hours from Jefferson City, down by the lake. Oh, and lakes over there in Missouri are gorgeous. ZNN, like happy people. Today's meeting, Brian was talking about some lady, not sure who or what state she's a politician in. But get this, the nut job wants to make it legal to kill a baby right after birth. Uh, that's almost like the normal now, Shelley. I mean, Ralph Northam was doing that in the state of Virginia. I believe it was one of his propositions. But they're talking about 7 days, 28 days. I mean, could you imagine a child living for 28 days and then they just kill it because all of a sudden the mom doesn't want it or the dad? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, that's outright murder no matter how you slice it. It's outright murder. Anybody that has taken a breath of life and then killed after that is murder, period. Have you looked at them on the debt clock? I've heard about that, Brenda. I've paid attention to some of that for a little while. talking about making another channel for food. I'll be right on it for sure. Uh, I'm slow tonight. Got towed into work all day again today. Dogged. Sorry you're having to work so much there, Ibri. Going to head out. Much respect, Frank. Well, good to see you too, Mike. Thanks for being here. And I'm sure I'll see you around. I had a response, but I lost it. Uh, Today was a good day. Took my dog to the park and triggered a Canadian Trudeau worshiper. It was quite enjoyable. He was in Florida bashing the Patriots, saying we'd ruin the country. People are going to say whatever they want. It's like water on a duck's back, just rolls right off because I don't care. Quiet country, we know. Later, Datus. See me around. I like lead over bread. Good one, Ebray. And chat ran. I'm not that far behind, am I? Maybe. I love interacting with y'all. Just keep it right, frankly. Haha. Thank you, Buffalo Wifey. Again, thank you for being here. We had a birthday boy. He just turned. I almost want to say they say he turned 19. I think he's older than that though. He looks like he could be about 30. So 19 just seems a little bit too young for him. Nice guy. Says he's from New Jersey, and man, does he have a southern drawl. Oh, I think y'all heard him talk in my live stream the other day. He came to my window and was talking to me. Hi, see Yanapik. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I missed you earlier when you came into chat, apparently, because I'm just now seeing you here. And that was a few minutes ago. Thanks for the info. Soup Mama needs the support. Yes, she does. Talking to a few people out here today, and uh, everybody's willing to help out as much as they can, but when they don't know, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. Something has to be learned because they have been held back for like 50 years. National Debt Clock, look them up. Nice to see you as well, Sienna Pick. Soup Mama is good. She's been there for them that stayed. That is correct. Wow. Ouch. Shelly, is everything good? Shelly, is everything good? I don't think I've seen you react in that manner. I just want to make sure that you're okay. Matt's mom, take care of your jewelry. It's amazing what it's worth. We are blessed to have Frankie to keep us informed. Thank you, Quiet. Lake Ozarks, Osage Beach, Missouri. Osage. Uh, God will crash as well. The mega rich just have to put it on the market, not necessarily sell it, and price will crash. Oh, gold. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's hard for me to imagine that gold will, but gold has. I mean, I remember when gold was 200 an ounce. That wasn't that long ago. You know, it's been within my lifetime, that's for sure. You were paying 280 for an ounce of weed. I was buying pounds for like 240. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Yeah. Just buy the gold, but I just read the rest of that comment, Avery. That's funny. Where is the building that you're working at? Oh, it's in the Northern Virginia region. Uh, Yeah, up near close to Leesburg, not too far from Leesburg, Virginia. Did you see that video? I got in trouble for it. Well, not in trouble, but yeah. That's what you were talking about, that building. Yeah, it's up in the Northern Virginia area. We'll leave it at that so I don't get called out again. That guy can't even run his own country. Sure as hell doesn't need to be in that state putting his 2 cents in. I don't know who you're talking about, but it sounds like you're probably correct with that assertion there. I love interacting with y'all. Keep it right, frankly. Ha. I read that earlier. I call that a good investment. Life's no good being alive, but not living. Uh, yeah, NF has a song that pretty much states that. I keep telling y'all about NF. Uh, Very enlightening music, in my opinion. Saznak is up past his bedtime. He's still awake. It's 11 o'clock at night. Well, it is a Saturday. Oh, but they are traveling tomorrow anyway. When the food shortage hits, Biden cancels SNAP. Well, of course he did. They will kill you for a can of tuna. Commies equals first take your money, then your food. That's exactly what they do. That's exactly what their plan is, in my opinion. Somewhere along those lines, anyway. Is anyone from Hagerstown still doing convoys? Yes. We had 6 people going, 6 cars. It was 6 cars, as a matter of fact. They got back right before it got dark. My wife is laughing at me stocking up on flour. Uh, I don't know why she'd be laughing because I have at least 10 pounds at home, 2 5-pound bags. And I have another one that's open. It's probably used a pound of it whenever I made my last loaf of bread. Yes, I do make my own bread. Uh, Actually, I have a bubble. Just saying, crispy. I think both. Is it buffering or is it just me? It might be you again, Susan, Summer. Sorry. Look at that. It's the first time I think I've seen that. 44 and 44. 44 people watching, 44 likes. Thank you, guys. Now I have 45 people watching. Just the summer, not right now. Yikes. Beginning to question my decisions. What was I questioning again? Mm, the chat just ran. Really? Why? Guys, for legal reasons, let's assume this channel does not exist. 10 pounds is a lot. Yes, it is. Well, you get all that worked up unless you have confirmed it. Sounds way, way out there, but who knows? I don't know what you're talking about. Shelly, Ebry, Awaken the Lions. Awaken the Lions. I don't think I've seen you here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome here. Uh, Private fundraiser was awesome. That's good to hear. I don't think I've seen you here before, right, Awaken? Thank you for being here. MJ, I think it's MJFL. MJ Florida, maybe. Bravo. Or no, you're Canadian. I'm guessing. Uh, I store bullets. We'll trade for bread. Lead for bread, baby, all day long. 4 liters like sounds like too many. I'm hoping Jay takes over. No, that ain't gonna happen. But mostly for the entertainment factor. Uh, that way, maybe. Yeah, he might be our entertainment coordinator. Anyone aware of the 12,000-year global disaster cycle? I've read about that in the past. I haven't heard anybody mention that in a long time, Ray J. What have you heard about Jay speaking at the Asian American fundraiser inside the Beltway today? Seemed like he thought it went well. I'm not aware of that. I didn't see any of what was going on uh, in town today. He must have a lot of groupies around him tonight. It's perfect. Confirmed. Won't hide your fur bullets, Uncle. I don't get a vote on this. Are you going to protect yourself and your property with bread? Necessarily, you're not, but you can barter with it. People would love to see uh, when people are without, they would love to have something to barter with. And bread works just as good as bullets do. Then again, somebody can come in and kill you and take your bread. So, yeah. Okay, so you're usually on WYSIWYG or Jersey's channel. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. He's catching. He's catching up. Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, it's running with me speaking right now. Okay, what's your vote? We are here for Frankie Bobby. Thank you, Buffalo Wifey. 11. Uh, you protect your bread any way you can. That is correct. You're low rent. I don't know that I've seen you here either. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Bread and booze. That runs the economy there. Quiet country. Bread and booze. That's what the brass is for. Well, I prefer the lead out of the brass. Not for me personally, but for whoever might be trying to take something or steal something. Confirm what? I'm confused. Okay, so it almost appears as if you guys were not interested in the things that I read, but that's fine. Uh, I got a lot of insight. Oh, I saw this one thing. There's this little boy that did a video, and I don't know. I would guess he would be 3 to 5 years of age, and it's almost as if he's more of a patriot than those that claim that they want to be patriots or that they are patriots. The little boy was very intuitive with his memory. Recite something and have his mom repeat after him, and he said it exactly the way it was supposed to be stated. Suspicious observer YT challenged NASA scientists to argue, but no response. Many scientists give input to his channel. I have not heard of suspicious observer before, Ray J. Maybe I'll look it up. I don't. I don't take a lot of time anymore and look at a lot of things, but yeah, we liked when you read earlier, Frankie. Well, thank you, Uncle Deuce. Not confused. Your chat was behind. What are we voting on? I missed it. Was our roll on the floor? Flour, sugar, coffee, painkillers, aspirin. Then beans, rice are the items most traded during wartime. My mother is a war child. Most wanted items. I have plenty of beans and rice in my home, as well as sugar and flour. Coffee. I probably want to grab a couple of containers of coffee because yeah, those are high major trade items, bartering items. In the event that we do wind up in a barter system of some sorts, especially if our economy crashes, money is not really going to mean a whole lot to a whole lot of people. People are going to be more interested in being able to feed their families and take care of their families and do what they need to do from there. That's why I want to have my own. I don't think I like the tone of your. Okay. Uh, Personally, I would like to have a piece of property so that I can start my own garden. We're right in the season right now, getting ready to start planting here in the Virginia area, West Virginia area. Before you get worked up, uh, hey Frankie, did you see the 3-year-old sing Star Spangled Banner? It was awesome. Patricia Stenberg, what was that at? And welcome back. I've seen you here. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Joe Mom says tobacco and alcohol. Yeah. Great bartering items to help try to grieve over the process of losing everything else. Need alcohol, right? Not bullets or guns or shoes. Have to integrate Rumble, then we can share links to our finds without censors. and confirmation of our shares of knowledge. Uh, I've thought about trying to pick up a Rumble channel. Don't actually know how to go about that. I would have to investigate it a little bit farther when I have time on my hands. Might be something I'll be doing next weekend or maybe after hours, after work hours, whenever I get home during the week, this coming week. Can't eat gold or silver. A good trade also is good. Buy heirloom seeds. Uh, really? On YouTube, huh, Patricia? A 3-year-old sang the Star Spangled Banner. No, I must have missed that. I haven't seen anything about that. Yes, Jeannie, that would be excellent to make bread and then to have it for trade. But you would have to do it. It would almost be to the point to where you would have to make the trade and then make the bread for the trade, as opposed to making the bread and then trying to trade, because then it might get too old on you, and nobody likes old bread, in my opinion. Can I donate liquor and energy drinks to the convoy? Yeah, you can donate anything you want, Bobby America. Anybody saying no? I think we've I think we had somebody show up one night last week when I was here throughout the week, or the week before when I was here throughout the week. I think somebody donated like a few cases of beer or something. Uh, they kind of heartedly announced it right after the meeting was over for those that wanted to imbibe. So yeah, I don't think they would say no. I don't think we've said no about much of anything here lately as far as contributions and the way people have helped. Have some pineapple plants that finally started to bear fruit. Took forever. Chris B, I hear that pineapples are kind of hard to grow, so you're doing well if you started bearing fruit now. Joe's mom, maybe two. Oh, that went by quickly. Uh, you're so right. Never goes bad. I have a couple of gallons from a friend who has beehives. Are we talking about honey? I'm assuming, right? I heard it a few times. One of them coming from Brian this morning's meeting. Frankie Bosby also said he heard it. Someone in this chat also said it was true. Forgot though. Forgot who though. What are we talking about here, girls? I don't see any of your other chats. I challenge you all to look at Suspicious Observer and discredit any of his findings. NASA won't even try, even though many of his subscribers work there. Sounds to me like a lot of his subscribers think the same way he does. They work there and they subscribe to his channel, so they like what he's having to say. If you're hungry, you will learn to eat bread for sure. Couldn't hurt. Frankie, have a good night. Love your show. Have to clock in. And Waylon, have a good evening. Don't work too hard if you're clocking in. I'm assuming you're at work. Have a good evening. Be safe. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Bear has already making seeds seasonal only. Yeah, I've heard this too. Farmers are having to buy seeds yearly. It's almost insane, some of the things that we hear that are going on, and yet we have people that are still asleep and don't even realize it. Those are the ones that were the Darwin's theory uh, will take place, survival of the fittest. It's unfortunate to say, but that I think we're going to wind up in a situation like that. At least that's what they're, in my opinion, pushing for, is to put us in that position, because they don't think that people have the what's needed in order to continue to survive. Another way of lowering the human population on Earth, in my opinion. I'm invested in canned soup. You can eat it cold in a pinch. That is correct. I have uh, I have some MREs. I have some survival food, dried food. Uh, I think a 30-day supply, maybe two 30-day supplies, and I have I think it was a 15-day supply of MREs. It's pretty cool what MREs will do nowadays, where you can take that little bit of water at the bottom of a bag, and because it hits that sliver in the bag, it creates heat, and you lay it down properly with your MRE inside of it, and it will heat that up while it sits there. Uh, because of the water. Water creates the heat. It's pretty cool what they came up with whenever they made that. But yeah, so those are the new MREs. I remember when I was in the service in the early '80s, we were still eating sea rations from Vietnam. Every time we went out on bivouac, we always got sea rations from Vietnam era. Yeah, so that's what, almost 20 years later, 15, 20 years later, they were still good. I mean, well, as good as sea rations can be. When you're hungry, food's food. People will learn that very quickly. And some state wants to make it legal to kill babies after the birth. Yeah, I think Maryland's got something going on with that right now. Wish I had bees. Too much work. Your son had bees. Oh, that would be so cool. I don't think I could be a beekeeper. I think if I absolutely had to, I could. But yeah, I don't think that would be my cup of tea. It's not my niche. Tuna peanut butter high in proteins. Yes, very much so. So are beans. Pinto for sure. Just don't like people getting worked up on hearsay. That's all. Not good for your heart or brain. I'm not saying they're wrong. Just a fact check. That's not what was in my mouth. Please tell the people how they can find you. Uh, Frankie Bobby on YouTube. Uh, somebody somebody took down my URL. Uh, can one of my mods post my URL in here? It's a funky bunch of numbers and letters and or letters and numbers, caps and non-caps and all kinds. Hey Brenda Decker, how you doing? Good to see you here again. But yeah, that's you didn't answer. Is that at me? Oh, that ran quick. I thought I'd caught up. Oh, okay, that was two. You didn't answer my question on EMP shields. Were you talking to me, Jenny? EMP shields aren't going to be able to do much, I don't think, in my opinion. Yes, it's on Syracuse. Orange 3-year-old sings national anthem. I'm going to have to go find that, Patricia. Thanks for making me aware of it. Corn seed up. I fought a friend that said if it's still attached to the umbilical cord, then it's part of my body. Oh my goodness. That's their next argument. Yep, she was a friend. Was a friend. Is that the one you had to kick to the curb there, Uncle Deuce? Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to tolerate that kind of mentality either. Going back to Walton's era, years worth of supplies. YouTube are unable to take down suspicious observer because they can't argue against his thinking. Check his channel out. Suspicious observer. I'm writing them down so that I can check it out. Thanks for bringing it to my attention, Ray J. We are the news now. That is correct. That's one of my hashtags. I've got a few hashtags. I can't believe I haven't shared them with you guys. I think I've been live streaming with you guys, what, 9 days now? And I've never shared my hashtags. Maybe I'll type them in here in a little bit. You can probably find a lot of what I follow and say by following my hashtags. I'm not saying that they're mine only, but I know that I've used them enough that anytime you see it, it's probably me. Marilyn, what have we come to? It's a shame. It's pitiful. It's unnerving. My truck said my battery is low, so I guess it's still charging a little bit. I've been learning about all the local edible and medicinal plants in my area. Good for you, Joe Moms. Landscaped an area in my yard using random scraps of furniture and let everything grow. Burdock root or Campera goba. Good for you, Joe Moms. Uh, it's people like you that will help all of us succeed uh, with knowledge like that. I have. I post links to my info sources after my rants. That's good to hear. Do you have a channel that you're referring to when you do that? Uh, Buffalo Wifey, that's my link, right? The UCXYXVY. Uh, that's my link right there, guys. You want to know how to contact me? Uh, I don't think it all came out though. I guess you can click on it. No, I'm over here scraping the side of the computer instead of the mouse pad. Uh, yeah, that's my overall link. It's funny how I recognized it just from the letters because I wrote it down for somebody earlier or actually typed it into their phone so that they can find me easier. Thank you for posting that, Buffalo Wifey. Appreciate it. Somebody heard me when I made the request. All 5,000 of them so far. 100% on you with that. Which is why, reason for worry. Fearmongers are selling them for $400 to shield the scam. For real? I don't doubt that. Uh, yeah, they're gonna find a way to make money no matter what, whether it's factual or just BS. Compare goba is a Japanese staple, delicious and nutritious. Have lots of burdock and stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is the most nutritious, nutrient-rich plant on Earth. Yeah, I've heard that. For those that don't know, just so that you do know now, if you're looking for lettuce and you don't have any, one of the best grasses leaves that you can eat that would resemble lettuce in times of desperation, I guess you can say, or even if you just want to go outside and pick it, is the leaf of a dandelion. Leaf of a dandelion is a not a supplement, but it's similar to regular lettuce, and it is nutritious, especially if you pick it fresh. And stinging nettles, for those that don't know, stinging nettles are very, very nutritious. I've read a lot about those. Uh, I know I used to get stung with the stinging nettle back whenever I was young. We never knew how nutrient rich as a plant that it is. Of course, you couldn't eat that like you could a leaf off a dandelion plant. I think most people boil that, don't they, Joe Moms? The stinging nettle. Most people boil it to get rid of the stingy part of it. That's the easiest way to ingest it. But they say it's very good. I've never had it personally. I've read a lot of books on plant basis, uh, so I know a few of those things. A lot of the plants, I don't even know that I would be able to depict them in the wild, but it was still very interesting what I did read and learn whenever I was reading that. Say Green Greg's 89. Who the heck's that? I think it's them telling me that I've used up all my data. My plan just started. 80% of smartphone, mobile hotspot, high speed data on your T Mobile plan. Yeah, whatever. But I'm supposed to be unlimited. I'm unlimited up to the point that they decide to throw a limit. It doesn't make any sense. Mods should be putting links to support for Frankie in chat, not links to the channel we are watching. People were asking where they can contact me at, or to make it easier to find my channel, so they put the direct link in here to enable them to reach me easier and better or faster. I'm hearing a lot of different stories on people trying to access my account or access my live stream. Uh, Again, I've seen it with my own two eyes. My daughter-in-law couldn't find my channel to save her life, and her well, she's my daughter-in-law to be. Her fiance, my son, he typed in Frankie Bobby and it popped right up, and she was still struggling trying to find my channel because it wouldn't pop up on her phone. So yeah, so those of you, CKM, I see you. So those of you that are saying that it's hard to find my channel, I agree. Those of you that are saying that it's easy to find my channel, I agree, because I saw both happen. Uh, so yeah, it does make it difficult, or I don't know that they're throttling my channel, but it's definitely difficult to find. Sometimes depends on, I guess, who's doing it, what phone, maybe, I don't know, what service, I don't know, but I know that my son and his girl both have the same uh, use of service that they have, and yet one was extremely hard, one was extremely easy. Yeah, and it happened right in front of my own two eyes. Linda Runyon Lawn Food Cookbook. Yeah, for those that didn't hear, that's the Lyndon Runyon Lawn Food Cookbook. Talks about all the different herbs that we can get in the everyday yard, per se. Yes, that's your URL. Yes, it was, Buffalo Wifey. Thank you. You have room for a garden? No, I do not. That's why I want to. That's why I really wanted my own piece of property. But even if I can just get a rental home at this point, I'm still gonna go. Hopefully, dig up a garden and plant some stuff. Uh, Something I've always wanted to do. I have a green thumb, or at least I did years ago. My assumption is uh, I still have it. I don't think it's something that goes away and comes. Frankie has room in the way in the very back of his truck. Yeah, that's going to be about it. I've even thought about doing what some people have called a box garden, where you put dirt in boxes and just grow your plants like that. They say potatoes grow really well like that. Fried dandelion. I don't know about that, Jeannie. I just know that the leaves, the greener, the more nutritious and flavorful they are, and they say they taste very well. Uh, I've been since I learned this. I've been waiting for spring to come around so that I can start seeing some dandelions and start pulling some leaves, and kind of like walking through the garden and eating, but you're walking through the field and just eating a leaf. But I will try it. Steam or boil the nettles. Yeah, that's what I had read. Uh, I think that boiling was the way that that particular individual uh, made her. She actually had a food that was named uh, by using stinging nettle for in the food, in the soup. or whatever it was that they were doing. Dandelion root is a blood purifier. I don't know that I've heard that, but it makes sense if yeah, I have heard that now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I have wild lettuce growing in my yard too. Natural pain reliever. Yeah, I read somewhere about something that grows in our everyday backyard is a natural pain reliever. Was that the milk plant? I think they call it. That the milk plant is supposed to be a good pain reliever. Beans, the magical fruit. The more Doodle eats, the more he toots. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. I love you guys for being here. Y'all keep me laughing. Singing Nettles 24D for those bastards on top of his truck. Shelly and they are great as a side of dandelion soup confirmed by me. My neighbors have dandelions all over their yards. If things get bad, I will be great. it's what's funny about that is that thanks for posting that again, Buffalo. What's funny about that is that I know that I had what's it called, the lawn green care service come out just to kill the dandelions in my yard because they were annoying. And then I find out a few years later that they're actually very healthy and good eating. Uh, and if you pull the leaves off before they bud, before they become the dandelion itself, they don't produce the dandelion. At least that's what I was reading. Went to my Patriot Supply at the beginning of COVID and got a 3 month supply of food, good for 20 years. Good place to start. Also, everyone should have a go bag packed at all times. Uh, Thanks for bringing that up, KB Camino. Uh, because yeah, a lot of people don't. They just, I mean, none of us know exactly what's going to happen except for God and whatever He sees fit to happen. That's what's going to wind up happening. We have no recourse of action for it other than to go along with it. And a lot of this information that a lot of us are putting out right now and talking about is a very good thing to have in your back, even if it's just in the back of the Rolodex there in the brain. But yeah, I mean, everybody should be prepared for only God knows what. And I mean that literally because we just don't know. We don't know where we're headed right now. We don't know how much longer we have to deal with this idiocy that's going on in our society in our world. And the best for me, like I I I'm not a prepper by any means. I think that that's a little bit outlandish, but in these times, it might be the best thing that anybody can do. I didn't get the 3 month supply from my Patriot Supply. I think I got the 1 month supply, KB. But yeah, that's the food that I have. Maybe it was a 3 week supply, but I think it was a month supply. Uh, Hell, it might be 3 months, but I didn't think it was that big of a package, so I don't know for sure. I just know that I have it in the event of. Behind the mirror, hello, welcome, thank you for being here. I almost want to say I think I've seen you here before, but if not, welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. You've got a PO box. No, Uncle Deuce, I have not. I'm finding to be. You guys are something else. Uh, oh, did I tell y'all? I don't know if I showed y'all or told y'all. Where's that? It's here somewhere on the front seat. Man, I got too much trash in here. Did I show you guys this? Remember the other day when we were in it's a tripod? Boom. The other day when we were in Harrisburg, uh, I didn't have a way of holding my phone. It was my first live stream, I believe, on my phone. And you guys told me to check out with Sasnak, see if maybe he had an extra one that he could loan me. He ended up giving it to me. I went to return it to him. He says, "What? You don't need it?" And I said, "Well, I'm done with the day." He was like, "No, you don't need it. If you need it, go ahead and keep it." He says, "Shit, it was probably given to me anyway. I think the top piece, the piece that holds the phone, I think he was saying that this piece belonged to him, but the tripod, the stand itself, was given to him, the selfie stick, because it extends, um, I guess, 3 feet, give or take, 30 inches, somewhere around there. But he told me to go ahead and keep it. Uh, he was grateful that somebody had given it to him, and now he was going to pass it on to me. If you have T-Mobile, don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time, and I'm grandfathered in with them, unlimited everything. Uh, yes, I do have T-Mobile, and they do throttle my channel after 100 gigabytes, I believe. Granted, that is a lot to be using. My stuff still works. It's a bit slower, not dramatically, so I'm not too concerned because I've definitely used them to the fullest. I think every month now I wind up hitting my 100 GBs, and I think that's why they throttle my channel so often. But that's okay. It is what it is, and it still works. I can still watch videos. I can still do the things I've been doing, though I don't do that so much anymore because I'm not sitting at home doing nothing all the time. Thank you, Ashley, for posting. Guest preparedness comes a little naturally to me as a native Floridian. Been through too many hurricanes. Yeah, that is a commonality over in that neck of the woods, Florida. Uh, a lot of people have a tendency to be prepared because y'all never know when you'll lose power, how long your power will be down, and things like that. It's unfortunate, but that is what happens. Available at tech office. Needs a no phone. Spread the word. Sunday, everyone share Convoy website with 2 people. That's a good idea, Brenda Decker. Thank you. Uh, while we are all hunting food in the forest, we will need to find jewel weed for the poison ivy we are going to catch. I'm one of the lucky ones, Jeannie. I don't. Poison ivy doesn't affect me. Uh, Now, if I get the milk of the poison ivy on me, then I get affected. But otherwise, just rubbing up against the plant, playing in the plant doesn't affect me. When I was a young kid, it was proven. My sister and my brother, we were all playing in the same woods, chasing each other and goofing off and whatever when we were pretty young, and the three of us still lived together. And my brother and sister were just covered in poison, and from head to toe. I remember their bodies looked like just a large red spot is what they looked like, and we were young kids, but I remember that, and it didn't affect me at all. Nobody could understand why. But apparently, poison ivy doesn't affect me that way. Now, later on in life, I happened to accidentally hit a poison ivy stem, branch, vine. Yeah, I think that's the correct word. I happened to hit a poison ivy vine with my weed eater, and it flung the juice all over my face, and I had streaks going all over my face where the milk from the plant itself had hit my skin. Didn't itch, didn't break out. It just left red marks. Of course, I went and grabbed some Clorox and just wiped my face off, but that may be why it didn't affect me. But normally, yeah, poison ivy, I can play around in it and really not get affected by it. Kind of a thank God thing for me. People wonder why I won't get the jab. How's your night going so far? I know I'm happy because I got to eat some chicken fried steak tonight for dinner. Yum yum, Ashley. You sharing? I'm game. I lived for 5 years without gas or electricity. Got a wood burning stove for heat and cooking and roughed it up just to see if I could. I actually miss it. for 5 years. Yeah, well, that's like living out in the bush, roughing it. And just think that's all our ancestors ever had, our families. I know that my uncle experienced a time in life whenever there wasn't, uh, yeah, I don't think there was ever electricity in my great aunt's first home. That first home was still standing when I was young. Eventually, it had to be tore down. It had a wood or a wood. It had a dirt floor in it, and she swept it. I remember seeing her sweep it when I was young. His neck is a sweetheart. Yes, he is actually. Uh, I was able to say my goodbyes to him Wednesday evening when I came out before they left on Thursday. Seriously, need a phone exorcism. That phone is a leash. You're not going to be able to exercise it from being a leash. Hello, new sub. Hey, Hope Lancaster. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming. Just happened to come across my live. Well, thank you, and I'm glad that that popped up in your uh, on your page so that you could see. Thank you for being here. Welcome, and hope you'll return and hope you enjoy whatever it is that I might be talking about whenever I do a live. I'm still trying to get my phone working, and it still doesn't want to. I'm almost beginning to believe that they're probably going to wait 30 days before they allow it to come online without using the other platform, Prism Live. So I think that's also what's happening with the. What was I trying to do earlier? Oh, trying to get my verification done for the monetization here. I'm not too concerned about that. For those that don't know, it would be. I think it would be easier for you guys. I don't know, but I'd rather not give the boob tube y'all's money. I was grandfathered bill until I got a $2,000 phone bill. Wow. They're like, nope, not anymore, buddy. Welcome to Canada. Wow. $2,000 bill. Yikes. Hickory Hollow sounds good. Thank you. I didn't see any Hickory Hollow in here. Oh, check out Hickory Hollow, the best chicken fried steak ever. Okay, that's what you're talking about. I was gonna say I don't remember reading Hickory Hollow in here. Yep, I don't get poison ivy either. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, but it doesn't affect everybody the same. Isn't that weird? There's a doctor video on YouTube saying that you can use stinging nettle leaves to get rid of joint inflammation. Yes, I've read that. I read a lot of good things about stinging nettle. You almost don't believe that it would do something like that, especially if you've been stung with stinging nettle. Because man, that don't feel good. I remember that as a kid way too often. You never wanted to be tackled in the stinging nettle because that will fire you up. You rub the leaves on the joint, and nettles inject a natural medicine in the joint. Really, I I think I'd rather boil the leaf, let the stinging nettle. It probably wouldn't work the same, but I don't know. I don't want stinging nettles on my arms, joints, or anything. Hope it's about time you found this great group of people. Thank you, Shelly. That's cool. Uh, Blame it on your phone. Think I can't keep up with the new streamers. Uh, oh my, yes, I'm older, but I'm trying to keep up. It's okay, Hope. I'm just glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. 5 year plan, moving to the bush, off grid, got the property now just to make the switch. Wow, that's incredible, Ibri. Uh, I'm jealous. I want to get my property. I'm looking for at least 5 acres in the West Virginia area. That way I'll have room to raise, maybe a pig, maybe a goat, maybe a calf. I would want to be able to hunt my piece of property. Here in Virginia, West Virginia, they do it a little bit differently than what we used to do over in Utah. Oh boy, Frankie Bobby, wash your hands before you touch your. You'll be it's you, and you don't want to be scratched in public. I'm guessing you're still talking about the poison ivy. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. I definitely wouldn't be touching anything with poison ivy on my hands. I'm older, but trying to keep up okay. I have, that I still have mine. Thank you very much. You got to smack yourself with the nettle stalk whenever you have pain. Yeah, that would probably be something to experience. I still have anti-inflammatories. I think I'll stick with the anti-inflammatories for now. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of joint problems, so yeah, I've always been able to roll in ivy. Last year, I turned 48, and I went to the hospital for poison ivy. About killed me. Oh my goodness, Beth, I'm sorry to hear that. So don't think you can't get it. I thought that way too. Yeah, I mean, well, to this day, it still hasn't affected me, and I know I've never been concerned about walking through it or around it. Poison oak, the same, and I still have a tendency not like as if I'm rolling around in it trying to experience it and see if I will catch it. But yeah, if I'm near it or walking through it or something like that, I don't concern myself. And to this day, thank God, I still have not had a problem. You don't have time to worry about anything, and you sleep like a baby as soon as it's dark, under like 5 blankets. The reason why people sleep like babies under 5 blankets is because the weight of the blankets holds their body still so that they're not shuffling in bed. That's what these weighted blankets that they make nowadays do. They think that there's something magical about having a weighted blanket. The only magic is that it prevents you from moving around as easily, so you don't shuffle around in your sleep at night. That's why people seem to sleep easier or more soundly whenever they sleep with a weighted blanket. It's the same thing as having 5 blankets on you, I guess. So yeah, at least that's been my experience, and that's what I've read. So yeah, I probably did. She refused to wear that mask. That his shirt stopped spreading that finger virus. Trying to follow, miss something. Hi, Beverly Nelson. Welcome back. Good to see you here. Good evening, night. My goodness, it's already for real. I've almost been on for 2 hours. Where has the time gone? I feel like we just started. I hope you stay safe traveling. California is such a long way from Maryland. I could not do it. I am not going to California, Hope. I just started a new job this past Tuesday. That was God telling me to stay here and to continue support here at this convoy. That's why I'm here. That's where I'm at this weekend. That's where I'll be every weekend. That's our mess tent where we're making our food. And yeah, so I'm still here in Hagerstown. I am not traveling across the country. God didn't see that that was going to be part of my plan. So yeah, I'm still here. It's nothing new. She always has a hard time following along. Bria, I told you that I haven't given my virus to anyone because I still have it. And then I messed up. And I said, see, you're doing great. Thank you, Buffalo Wifey. Singing Nettles, question mark. You're willing to try that? Smack painfully areas with them? Sorry, not for me. Yeah, stinging nettles are pretty nasty, aren't they, Ray J? If you know what they are. Oh, Shelly's got her donkeys out. Uh, yeah, stinging nettles when I was a kid, they were never fun. I don't. I mean, and I was a kid, and as an adult, I don't even think I would mess with it. It almost pains me just to think that somebody would go out there and pick stinging nettles to put into a saucepan to boil them down and then eat them or drink it as a tea. I can't remember exactly what it is that they do with it, but yeah, something to that effect. Who's talking about condoms in here, Ibri? Oh, I'm sorry, finger condoms. My bad. I missed the first part. Where two or three is required. Yeah, okay. That's almost funny just reading that. I'm not a big donkey dude, but I do love horses. I live in the woods. Ivy is everywhere. Where do you live in the woods at, Beth? If you don't mind me asking, like state is enough for me. Again, I'd love to live in the woods. I'd be a hermit crab or just a hermit. Yeah, I think they call humans just hermits. Uh, if your hand is sore, cut off your foot. You will quickly forget about your hand pain. Very, very true. Let's not forget the 10 shots and multiple boosters every week. Yeah, those are right around the corner. The surface pain of the nettle causes the deeper pain of the joint to recede. I'll take the surface pain any day over the pain that keeps me from moving. I'm sorry to hear that you deal with that, Joe Moms. Uh, there are vitamins and stuff that can be taken, but natural things to me are the best thing in life. So yeah, I would definitely uh, prefer natural remedies over pharmaceutical remedies. Good night, Patricia. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Sweet dreams, young lady, and have a good evening or night. Yeah, it's 11:40. Hell no to the. It had to be something about the stink. Oh, weighted blankets freaks me out if I can't move or if I'm in a confined space. I think it grows on you, literally speaking. Uh, once you start uh, seeing what the difference is, yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, people are claustrophobic, and yeah, that would be hard to get over. 2 hours is nothing. Yeah, I know 2 hours is nothing. My first live stream was 5 hours long, and then I beat it a couple of days later because my second live stream I think was like 4.5. But yeah, I've been managed to do some fairly long live streams. The blankets keep you well rested, but moving and stacking and feeding a wood stove makes you tired enough to want to sleep. Yeah, I think the wood stove would probably die out with me overnight because I would just sleep right through it. I enjoy the cold to sleep in. That's the best way for me to sleep. Uh, I don't like heat for sure. American Patriot, hello. Good to see you. Much love from Virginia. Yes, I'm right here with you, American Patriot. I'm up in Hagerstown right now. But yeah, I live in the Winchester area right now. You scared me when you moved like that. I thought someone was outside the window. Oh, my bad. No, there's everybody sees me. They know I'm over here live streaming. So a lot of them will stay away just because they don't want to be near the video. Oh no, someone sucker punched Frankie Bobby again. Let's get him. Yeah, I didn't mean to make that kind of motion, but okay. It is funny though. Thank you, Tara G. You're pretty awesome yourself there, young lady. You need to come to the States. I don't know. Uh, I know in the past that a lot of the South Americans fly out to Canada and then cross the border. Maybe you need to go find their tunnel so that you can get out of there. Shelley's your donkeys. Southeast Kansas. Okay. So you're out there in the Plains states, huh, Beth? I've only been through Kansas. I've only been through Kansas once. Uh, though I went to truck driving school right outside in Kansas City, Missouri. But we went to Kansas City, Kansas to go and cop what it was that we were looking for that night. So, yeah. Matter of fact, that's where I got my first taste of crack. Just FYI. I think I was going to take a shot and booster a day. That's scary. Just thinking about that. I was watching the new Ghostbusters with my son. My opinion, bad, bad, like the end. I was never a Ghostbusters kind of guy. I don't know that I could sit through something like that. Eastern European countries tightly wrap newborns, induce feelings of pre birth constriction. Nothing new there. I think I'm missing something there, Ray J. I think I know what you're saying, but yeah, that's too much for me to walk through that door and expand on that comment. I walked away for a minute and come back to you saying finger condoms. Actually, they were talking about more than just a condom. They're talking about multiple use or multiples, using multiples as needed. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Uh, I don't know about nasty. I mean, it's part of life, but yeah, it did go there pretty quickly. Florida Convoy, aka Freedom Convoy, Brian Wyckoff is trying to get info as to where, what, and to contact. I told him to contact Brian. That's a good idea. Hope. Uh, yeah, because there, I know that there's a Florida Convoy that wants to come out, and again, they were asked to hold off due to the fact that we're trying to find a new location, make sure that we have space for everybody that wants to join. Beth, I'm hearing that the weighted blanket works miracles. I know when I sleep with a sheet, I sleep well. When I sleep with a sheet and a blanket, I sleep better. And when I sleep with two blankets, when it's cold, or even three, I sleep extremely well. So they say a weighted blanket works. I haven't tried a weighted blanket. I've just tried numerous blankets to make up for that. Oh, did I tell you guys I winded up with three blankets last night after I only asked for one? Not my donkeys. No way. Frankie needs to get his own asses. What, you won't share? Shelly, come on now. You've been here with me for a while now and you won't share? My goodness. But that's okay. I will get my own asses. I've had my own asses. Okay, we'll stop. 70 degrees in Sacramento right now. I'm dying of a heat stroke probably. Wow, 70 degrees. I couldn't even, well, I mean, I can fathom that, but, uh, well, we are in April. I mean, it is due around here where we're at as well. So, yeah. I hope Lancaster reach out to Brian Brazzi on Facebook. A good idea, Buffalo Wifey. Thank you for bringing that up to her. Because I think, yeah, that would probably be the easiest. Well, I don't know about the easiest, but probably the quickest way to communicate anything or to learn something. Uh, yeah, because they're still the organizers. They're still involved. They're the ones that call the leaders that we have here right now on the regular to help and assist with everything that's going on. Pulled that out on us yesterday as well. I did. What are we talking about? Shelly, Brenda, Uncle Deuce. That's what I was wondering. He breed donkeys. How? Okay. I don't get it. I don't fly. I don't fly either anymore, Tara. Gave up flying when they said you have to have a mask on or had to have the jab. I can drive. That's why I got this truck. How many people are hanging there in Hagerstown? Like I said yesterday, there's probably 30 to 40 people still here. Uh, we've got three rigs. It's one bobtail with two full rigs, trailers, and all. We have probably five trailers of storage out here, maybe four. I know that we have two for food alone, and then we have all the extra stuff that has been donated. Which I think they separated the waters in one trailer and the clothing. We had clothing out like crazy that was hanging out here. People donating for the homeless and for everything. We basically had an open market area with clothing and food for anybody that needed to come uh, that is hurting for groceries at home. I guess you could say maybe the not so wealthy could come and pick up groceries to take home and feed their families with. That was done day in and day out for weeks. And I know that they had to store all that stuff whenever we had to move the location because all that stuff was underneath the bleachers. So, yeah, we've got a few trailers out here that we have stuff packed into. When it's 100 and humid as donkeys in Ottawa in July, I think why don't buy a condo in the North Pole for the summer months. Uh, yeah, for those that don't know, there is a place actually called North Pole in Alaska. That's where my second office was when I was working in Alaska. And I got to see Santa. I got pictures. I got pictures, uh, or at least one. I don't know that I can pull it up, but I might be able to find it fairly easily. Let's see here. And I'll show it to you. I took a picture with Santa. I took a selfie with Santa while I was there. Not now, go away. December 2020, 19. 19? Yeah, 19. April 19. I don't remember when I went and saw him. It might be here. Let me look here. I'll scroll for a second. But yeah, I have a picture with Santa Claus. Santa Claus. You there, shut your car. Yeah, because this was up north. It might be here. But yeah, there's Santa Claus's house, the whole 9 yards. It's a huge. Let's see, reindeer. There's this huge Santa standing out in front of his house. Um, uh, I don't know, probably 18, 20 foot tall, something like that. Can anybody tell me how to put this in grid so that I don't have to scroll through every individual picture? Okay, I think it's going to be north of here. I took so many pictures while I was in Canada. I can't believe how many pictures I have on my phone or stored in Google Photos. I need to do something about these. I think I need to download them. Does anybody know if I download all these pictures into my computer, will it slow it down? I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm too busy looking. I thought everyone left Hagerstown. This is confusing. No, that's the people putting out misinformation. Hope. We're still here. We're still fighting. We're not giving up. I like when Frankie laughs. Thank you, Tara. Uh, no, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, it's a food pantry. There you go, Jeannie. Thank you. Sometimes those words evade me, and I can't think of them whenever I'm speaking. It happens a lot, more often than you would know. For the AC, 84 for the AC, for real. I know that they don't use AC in Alaska. They use outside air through the equipment. The only time they use AC is in server rooms or in, well, mostly server rooms, radar rooms, things like that. The equipment that gets hot whenever it's being used, they use server rooms for that whenever they to keep the equipment cooler so it doesn't overheat and shut down on them. So when you're running a radar, you definitely don't want it to overheat and shut down. So yeah, that's the only time that air conditioners are used in Alaska is for those particular systems. God blesses everyone who's part of the convoy. Uh, God blesses everyone that requests his blessings, in my opinion, actually. Is he giving blessings to the people of the convoy? I have a tendency to believe so, yes. But yeah, he definitely blesses everyone. I need a blanket. I'm too cold. It's not that cold up there, is it, Tara? What's the temperature up there? Didn't you say it was like 40, 38, something like that? What did I do now? You have to watch me. I only flew once. Not a good ending. Haven't drank Red Bull since. I don't even think I want to know the whole story on that, Ray J. that, that doesn't sound very appealing. I don't drink Red Bull. I've drank one in my life. Uh, I've drank a few monsters only because my son-in-law buys them by the cases. And yeah, I don't drink that kind of stuff. Coffee is enough of a kicker for me. I don't even think it kicks me anymore because I can drink it at night and still sleep. It was 75 in Kansas today. Wow, that's pretty warm for Kansas. I think I'm not sure. I thought I would tell you before. Talking about donkeys, trying to figure something out here. Kelly has donkeys, Ibri. For spread the wealth or the uh, didn't give you wings. I have a problem flying too. I hate the mask thing. Yeah, my family was trying to convince me to fly out to Oregon so that I could drive her back down to Texas. Her and her and her mom. And I said, no, if anything, I would drive over there and help you guys, but I'm not going to fly. They said, no, we leave tomorrow. I said, well, y'all need to leave then because I'm not going to be able to make it. It's going to take me at least 30 hours to get across the U.S. Live in North Pole, Alaska. Yeah, that's like I said, that's where my office was, my second office at Beaver Lake. I know where that's at. Yeah, on Richardson Highway. I know where that's at. Traveled up and down that road. Went out to Allison. Did work out in Allison, Allison Air Force Base. Allison? Yeah, it's Allison. Yeah, so I've been down through there. Yeah, my office was right there on Richardson Highway. Uh, Probably 3 miles, 2 or 3 miles north of Santa Claus's house. It's pretty cool over there, isn't it, Narnian? I liked it. I enjoyed that area. Man, what a beautiful state Alaska is. Ebri got Ebri got whacked. Really? Let's see. What did you say, Ebri? Do me something because I think there is some stuff going on. If you see me post something you don't think I would copy, could you copy and repost it? Okay. I'm gonna ask Siri to show you Santa's house. What have I become? KB Camino, it's a real thing. Seriously. It's in North Pole, Alaska. Yeah, Red Bull isn't my thing, that's for sure. Yeah, they do have them, but like I said, I took photos just driving down the highway. There we go. Uh, it's like the same photo three times. I mean, I don't know. I know that this camera, if you hold the button, it will go click, 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 just as fast as it possibly can. And I don't remember the date that I was there. I was looking and I saw some work that I had. Oh, that was at Clear. My bad. I was thinking that that was in Eielson, but that was actually at Clear. So yeah, the this was Denali. No, that's my place because that's the Snowshoe Hare. That was when the plane flew over Denali. This was the hotel I stayed at. Let's see. Lots of interesting history over there with the natives as well. Yeah, so for those of you, that was when my sisters and my niece truck in my U-Haul in Alaska. Yeah, so my niece is on the left, my sister's in the middle, and she's actually my cousin, but I was raised with her, so yeah. But that's my GMC right there. Uh, they said they had a wonderful trip, which I'm glad they didn't have any problems. We went to a museum, and this little boy here on the, at least on my right hand side, uh, I think he was like 11 or 12, and he played the piano. It was incredible. He's homeschooled. So I'm thinking his mom showed him, or maybe his dad showed him how to play the piano, and he was incredible playing that piano. I had to stand there and watch. That's actually a video listening to him play. Uh, yeah, that blew me away. I wished I knew how to play the piano or any instrument for that matter, really. Who's ever seen a piece of hell that size in Plano, Texas? That is a large a block of ice or a ball of ice. Could you imagine that hell hitting you in the head? That would be devastating. Or hitting the hood of your vehicle. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Okay, so here I was back in South Texas in Houston. Okay, now I'm at North Pole here. So yeah, see my it's now telling me my smartphone just used all of my data. So if I start buffering, I might have to go find Bree. That's an inside joke for those that don't know. Yeah, okay, so here's the reindeer, so I must be close to Santa Claus's house. Or maybe that was the day I drove by, or yeah, I was riding, drove by quickly. Well, I'll make sure I pull that picture up because I'm having it and I'm not, I'm going to pay attention to the chat. Miller family started Santa Claus House and served in Alaska state government. Across from Santa Claus House was the Christian radio station KJNP, which stood for King Jesus North Pole. I believe that radio station is still there, is it not, Narnian? Be safe, everyone. It's getting late. I have to work in the morning. Good night, Hope Lancaster. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us for a little bit. Appreciate you being here. It doesn't happen often. I heard people asking me about things I did not post or see. Really, Bree? I hadn't heard about that, Bree. Yeah, I know I'm way down in the chat now, so let me see. No, I guess not. No, not Bree. Yes, Bree. As far as I know, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I distinctly remember seeing the radio station there. Buffalo, but it's only 11 here, but I do want to get up early so I can ride Convoy. Yeah, so that you can go out and see them. So you know where they're staying at, right, Uncle Deuce? Oh, so you're up on the northern end of Texas. You said it was going to be like 15 minutes away where they're supposed to be passing. Well, aren't they? Are they coming down the I-20 at that point from Arkansas? I guess that would take them to through Texarkana, right? Uh, oh, so yeah, that might be close to where you're at. Thinking about it. Get some rest, Frankie. Tomorrow's a new day filled with donkeys and other addictions. Good night, Matt Daddy One. Are you new here, Matt Daddy One? I don't know if I've seen your name before, but I don't recall it. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you coming to my chat, to my live stream. Keep coming back. All I can say. I have all these crazies that keep showing up. They're my groupies, just so y'all know. Just hopped in to say good night. Hey, B Bird, how you doing? Thank you, and good night to you as well. Uncle Deuce, Brenda, Hal, Shelly. B Bird says good night to all of us. Thank you, B Bird. Thank you for being here for the second that you were, minutes that you were, whatever it was. Are you tripping? I am not tripping. Yeah, I think I'm going to be, man, 2 hours and 15 minutes already. This is insane. Where does the time go? Yes, it's late on the East Coast. It's 12, it's midnight. It's actually midnight 04, 30 to the 20. Yeah. Yeah, I know all those highways and byways. I've traveled them many a time. Uh, you're in Fort Worth. Okay, cool. And 20 passes right through there. Yep, pretty much. Eating caramel dip and strawberries. Oh no, Tara, you like caramel, huh? And strawberries? Yum. Uh, Ray J, hate to tell you this, but I don't. I blow fluffies. Is that because you eat roses, Shelly? So I'm gonna keep on drinking my Red Bull. Just saying. Hey, Buffalo Wifey, a lot of these are groupies. Just so you know, I know you're pretty new here, but yeah, these are groupies. They come and they hang out in my chat, and we get giggles and stuff with them. So yeah, very entertaining people. Uh, my biggest peeve, a pet peeve for me, Buffalo Wifey, so you know, is negativity. Negative comments is what I do not like in my chat. That's basically the only thing that I don't like. People talking, people BSing with each other and stuff like that. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're all trying to have a good time and trying to take our minds off of the this this horrible regime that we have running our country right now. So yeah, we giggle and we laugh and we say funny things to each other all the time. Just so you know, you're gonna go to bed after your snack. Mom gave the kids caramel for apples to make me fat. I think mom gave the kids caramel because she knows how much you like it, Tara. She was actually uh, getting to your heart by way of your stomach, in my opinion. That's what they say women do to men anyway. Stop denying you're a Frankie Bobby groupie. All these people in here are groupies. They're some of the first people that ever came to my live chat, and it's funny that they keep returning. I I find it funny because I don't know. I just thank you guys greatly because I really do appreciate it, and it's almost like as if it's a small family in here amongst the people that keep showing up because we keep showing up, and we're not giving up. We're here for the long haul, and those of you that are at a distance, I understand that you can't be here. So yeah, we find this entertaining. It keeps us entertained anyway. Well, that's never mind, Tara. We'll leave that alone. Thanks. Now I got to go get my nacho chips and dip. Well, I was just eating my flaming hot Cheetos. Those were actually pretty good. They weren't hot, they were good. Thanks for posting that, Ashley. Appreciate it. Snacks again. Everybody's got these snacks. Love the fans. I don't giggle. Uncle Deuce, you do too. We were laughing the other day. Real life, real chat. This is the best. Thank you, Ray J. We try to keep it entertaining in here. I know my groupies do. Brenda, Shelly, Brenda, uh, Susan. Susan hasn't been in here tonight. Tara. Ashley's kind of uh, not so much. She doesn't so much play around with these guys like everybody else does. But she's one of my mods, and I appreciate her greatly. She uh, she pumps up the volume, I guess you can say. Fine Buffalo, whatever. Keep calling me a groupie. And take it with a grain of salt, or take it like a champ. That's all. That's the best I can say, Uncle Deuce. You're texting, I'm texting. Hey, it is what it is. I tell myself every night, no eating. Strawberries don't harm. Uh, okay, but you tell yourself every night. So every night you're snacking. Is that what you're saying? To me, that would be similar to high maintenance. Just saying. Until I'm around, my mom wants to make me fat. Why would your mom want to make? Your mom does not want to make you fat. Your mom knows what you like to eat. We'll put it that way. Smoke a fatty. Yeah. Uh, when you coming over? That was a joke, Kara. I blocked Uncle Tuda because all of you groupies scared me into it. face, face it, Uncle Tuda. You're a groupie. Everybody's gonna slap me for this now, Uncle Deuce. Be prepared. Be prepared. They're gonna really gang up on you now. Shoot, you get Susan in here and Wasu. You never know. I've got a Buffalo wifey. Send me an email, FrankieBobby65 at Yahoo or 65 at Gmail. Send me an email. That way I'll have your email in file. And whenever I put out an email to you guys, I can touch all you mods at once instead of coming back in here and trying to find you. And if I want to send you an email just from me to you, I'll have your email in my address book. You and your selfie stick there, Tara. It's FrankieBobby65 at Gmail or at Yahoo. Uh, they're all linked. Thank you, Ashley. It's right there, Buffalo. Getting quick about that, Ashley. Thank you. I know that you have some experience from what you and I had spoken about, and appreciate you being quick on the draw like that. It helps. Just checking to say hi. Hey, Sherry Taylor, how you doing? Good to see you again. I hope you keep coming back and spend a little time with us so we can all get giggles and laughs. Uh, My mom knows what the kids like and I eat it. I think mom knows more about what you like. And so the assumption is made that the kids like it. That's just my perspective because, moms are moms. I mean, you are one. You should know. Already has me. Selfie stick. Is that anything like a jalapeno on a stick? This chat is the best I've had in a long time. Thanks, Ray J. Yeah, I'm kind of getting. I'm actually. I feel elated right now. Like you guys have really pumped me up tonight. I appreciate that. Yes, I know, Ashley, and I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all you mods, and yeah, I think we have a pretty decent time here. See, without the negativity, the chat is just it's just fun. We're laughing, we're giggling, we're having a good time, and that's what I like. Ray J, glad to have supplied. But yeah, I mean that's again, it is a channel of positivity in my mind, and we try to maintain that to the best of our abilities. It may be the same of us all the time laughing with each other, but hey, it works. It's better than not laughing at all. Laughter is a great medicine, in my opinion. Smiling is a great exercise, in my opinion. So, yeah, those are wonderful things to have amongst us. The few, the many, however many it is. I've got 80 likes on 33 people watching right now. Uh, yeah, I do, Narnia, and that's why I took a day off yesterday, the day before, something like that. Uh, I needed some me time. Things, stress, the weight of life. Yeah, it's has a tendency to weigh people down. Me particularly, and sometimes, most often, I can get over it. It just takes a few hours or whatever. Uh, but I know, I believe I told you guys. Yeah, so I think I took Thursday off, and Friday I came back with the live stream. And everybody was wondering where I'd been the day before. Well, it was Frankie time. So yeah, I took a little bit of time for myself. Try to get my head a little bit more squared away. My thought processes weren't as clear as I like to have them. So yeah, it needed a little bit of time. I listen to music. I listen to music and I drive. That is what helps clear my mind, especially when God picks some of the best songs to be playing for me on my Pandora, which I don't like using Pandora, but I don't listen to regular mainstream radio, mainstream TV, or anything mainstream news, anything like that. I pick and choose what I listen to. I wish I could help her out to support you, but I can't copy and paste what she writes. She's amazing. Can't copy and paste what she writes. It's in my description, Tara. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, she is. Well, I think she's got some experience with it, is what she was telling me. And that's why she had come to me and asked me to be a mod and gave me a little bit of background. And when I saw what she was doing with the 2.0, I was like, yeah, I think that she would be a great person to have here because we had discussed, linking things and stuff like that. We have emails outside of what we talk about here in the chat. Uh, I never chatted in any other streams. Well, thank you, Tara. That actually means a lot more than just words right there. It was the chicken fried steak. I make my own chicken fried steak, guys. It comes out actually really, really well. And yeah, I'm actually a pretty decent cook. I've been cooking for myself for quite a few years now, and just started getting into bread making. And there's this one particular type of it's a Turkish. It's a Turkish bread. It's more like a pita bread, but man, is it malleable. It is so soft and so good. And I just happened upon it on a YouTube stream one day. Turkish woman making some kind of bread, or make. Actually, I think she's not Turkish. I don't know where she's from, but she was making Turkish bread, and she does it very well. I haven't been able to make it like she does, but my bread does come out really good, so it's good enough for me. I'm not sharing it with everybody else. It's for me to eat and me only. Okay, thank you, Buffalo. Thanks for the email. I'll be checking on that and then get you put up in my address book. So yeah. But hey, guys, it's going on 2:30. It's about 12:15, 12:20 at night here. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut down chat for the night. I'm tired. I want to get some sleep. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll be head back home tomorrow night, evening, depending upon what we're doing with the convoy tomorrow. I might be making a trip through town. If I do, I'll come on live and I'll stream you guys down the highway with my new uh, phone holder. And hey, 44B Dog, good to see you here. What's up? What's up? Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here, 44B Dog, uh, American Patriot. Good night. What's the word? Linktree is a pain in the butt to set up. Mods should have a page or document to copy and paste from and to chat with. My assumption is that Ashley is the one that did that because she's uh, pretty good at doing these kinds of things. She's actually a mod. I think she's a mod for other live streamers as well. I don't know if she wanted me to say that out loud, but I did. But I didn't give the names of whom. So yeah, but Ashley's really good at what she does, and I appreciate her greatly for being here. So Debbie McLean, good to see you again. Thanks for being here. Sorry you caught the tail end of the chat, but it's great to see you here. Is anybody getting notifications whenever I come online? Do you get a notification that I'm live now? Still haven't figured. Still haven't figured out how to schedule and then start the live stream from the schedule. And I know a lot of people were not cussing me, but yeah, definitely talking out loud that they were still waiting for me to start the other stream, and I had to start a new stream because I don't know how to follow through with that coming from the scheduled stream into a live stream. I'll have to work on that and figure that one out. But maybe I'll try that tomorrow. Uh, if we we're having I believe we're having a 9 a.m. meeting, so I might come on right after that because might have an idea of whether or not we're going to be driving downtown tomorrow. And don't go if you have to pay gas. I'm not concerned about that, Tara. Uh, God made my way right now, and I have the availability to do that. I'm not concerned. Gas is cheaper here in Maryland than where it is in Virginia. Still, that's almost hard for me to believe, much less say out loud. But yeah, so God's made it available for me to be able to go out and do the convoy, even though it's coming out of my pocket. Uh, it's amazing. You guys have helped me substantially. Uh, Michael, uh, Ashley, but I ate that. Thanks, Ashley. That was good dinner. Uh, Cindy Orpin, uh, Michael from North Carolina. I just said his name. Uh, Mark Wolf. Got my hair cut. Thanks to Mark Wolf for that. Shelly, go pet all those. Great night. Sleep well. That's funny, Uncle Deuce. Yeah, Ashley, go take care of the babies. Or do you have any youngins? Young uh, asses over there? I was wondering that myself. I think you called them babies earlier, didn't you? I don't get any notifications, which is why I have to check for myself. For real. You did push the bell, right? I'm just asking. Some people don't know. You have to push the bell. You can subscribe, but if you don't push the bell, you won't receive notifications. I think that you would know that, but I just thought I'd say it out loud anyway. Those that maybe don't know, they can hear that. Yes, notifications okay. Just check now, and then that bell is set to all. YouTube keeps changing settings. Yeah, you have to pay attention to them because uh, they definitely don't want the truth out there. Yes, it is. It's very expensive. It blows me away. Here in Maryland, it's $3.69 a gallon. In Virginia, it was $4.02 when I left yesterday. So I mean, to me, it's definitely cheaper here, and it costs me usually right around $75, $80 to fill up. So it's not that bad. A tank will go twice around the Beltway, or the route that we take. I can do that trip twice from Hagerstown, and from where I'm staying and where I work, I can get almost 3 trips out of my going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. I can do that 3 times with one tank. So yeah, and I'll be getting a gas card next week uh, from the company, so I won't be paying for my gas at work anymore. Which that will be a total blessing in disguise. Imagine the money that's saved for the travel that I do, because I travel an hour and 15 minutes to work every day, and an hour and 15 to home. So yeah, 2 hours and 2.5 hours on the road every day. And with gas prices the way they are, yeah, that's going to burn a hole in the pocket quick. When people are responding to things you don't post, tell. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and say good night. I think we've done enough of the little chitter chatter here at the end. I still have 30 something people watching, so thank you. It was 32, it's down to 31, 85 likes. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. And we've now surpassed the 2.5 hour mark. So probably right around 9 o'clock, right after 9 o'clock, I might come in and live stream, and we might be heading down the road into DC. So yeah, and I'll take you guys along with us on the ride, and we'll talk as we go, and I'll attempt to read some chat, but you know how it is. There's only so much you can read when you're driving. So good night, all. Have a pleasant Sunday, or yeah, Sunday early morning, and be good, be careful, be safe, and don't be out there doing crazy things. Love you all. Thank you for being here, and we shall see you guys tomorrow. Good night.